Hi, my dandelions. You can thrive anywhere. Tenacious. Well, you know I'm trying to sell my house, and we haven't put it on the market yet, but we have been working like crazy. This room used to be my Elvis room, and now it is the non-Elvis room. It's just a plain Jane room, boring walls, and no Elvis. Elvis is in storage. But I wanted to get back to you. I'm sorry that I've been a little bit spotty on content. Just golly, you don't know the crap and the dirt you collect over 15 years we've been here. So it's been a little embarrassing just to uncover some things, but it's been kind of refreshing at the same time because we have moved a lot of stuff out to the trash, the Goodwill, the storage, and now our little house is a little bigger. So, listen, I wanted to share something with you. First of all, on Netflix, there is a movie called Soul on Fire, and it's based on a true story. John O'Leary was a child when he suffered burns over 100% of his body, and it's just a story of triumph and heart and love and life and faith. And so I really highly recommend it if you haven't seen it yet. And I did take some notes on it that I want to come back and do a movie review on that particular one. But I found this, I didn't write it, but I wanted to share it with you. Just kind of as a side note, because we've all been disappointed by other people in our lives. And sometimes, we've talked about it. You're going down the river of life, and sometimes you travel with somebody for a while and then they float off somewhere else. And, just because someone comes into your life doesn't mean they're going to stay there. And that's the part we have to get used to, as hard as it is. So it's called The Story or a Chapter. You know where it's going. It's such a strange feeling how someone can be in your life for months, even years, and then one day they're suddenly gone. Maybe it ended on good terms. Maybe it was a complete disaster. Either way, it's strange how relationships can change so much and so quickly. Boy, that is the truth. I had a great friend for about 2.5, 3 years. I mean, we texted and talked every day, just took trips together, She was a really good friend. I mean, I thought we were great friends. But the minute that I stood up for myself and said, I'm kind of offended by the way you're saying, the things that you're saying, I'm kind of offended by this. And she turned pretty quickly. Really, really quickly. I saw a different side. Wow. And so instead of apologizing to me and wanting to work it out, she just ripped me a new one, and I hadn't seen her since. And that's going to be 2 years, 3 years at the end of this year. So I think God removes what isn't right in your life. I didn't want her removed. I wanted us to, talk about it, respect my feelings, and let's move on. But it didn't work out like that way. And I'm okay, because I feel like God removes you from situations you shouldn't be in if you're truly seeking His will. And God removes people who should not be in your life. So I'm bobbing down the river again. I've got some new friends. Okay. It says, and you may not be at peace with what happened between the two of you, and that's okay. Sometimes the end of a relationship can be one of the hardest things we go through in life. I want you to know it's okay if your heart still hurts because of what happened. You made a lot of memories with that person. Those memories are something that you can't erase, no matter how hard you try. Like it or not, it's part of your story. Everybody who bobs down the river with you becomes part of your story. They shape you in some way. You've learned some lesson. You've taught a lesson, but it doesn't mean it's forever. And that's the part we have to get used to, that, this may not be forever. I enjoy it while it's here. You shouldn't dwell on why things happened the way they did. What you need to do is take what you've learned from the relationship and move on with your life. Sometimes the people you want to be part of your story end up just being a chapter.